Welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, home of the 12th man, and ready to cheer on the Texas A&M Aggies. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First down here for the offense. They'll try the right side. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive.
Black 24.
On the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let it go. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They're going to throw it again. Quarterback extends the play. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station, and they want to catch passes in this offense. They knows that gives them a chance to play on Sundays, and this guy, I think, is going to be one of those guys that we're seeing playing in the league.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. A&M comes back out with another first down.
Flex, flex, flex. Spire.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
Now, a 4th down.
They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The completion well past the sticks. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Here's the handoff. Delivers the contact. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Longhorns. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Working the middle. Bust through behind his pad. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
I love RPOs. It puts the defense in such a bind. Are they handing it off? Are they throwing the football? How quickly can I commit to this? And you see with the RPO, it just freezes the defense for a half a second. It allows the offensive line to set those blocks up, and they're able to go get the first.
And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's going to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Aggies!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll throw it on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Leaves it with the back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
The end of the first quarter. Texas A&M 14, Texas 7.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game. There's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Direct snap. Still on his feet at the 40. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep throwing toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Not just do you get to make a big play on defense, but it's also a TFL, tackle for loss. Doesn't get better than that.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
They'll run the option. Discards a man. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Texas A&M going quickly. On 2nd down, he'll fire. He lobs one high down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one. The tackle is finally made. The Aggies are on the move. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll give it to the back. Got enough space. Touchdown, Aggie. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Now, after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Wisconsin has the lead right now. Feels like Bucky's been doing his share of push-ups, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Arkansas. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Texas A&M going up tempo. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now they're going to throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
They'll try to get it in with the run. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Trying to push their way into the end zone on 3rd and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
They're going to pass on what would figure to be an easy 3 points and instead go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Gain of 6. Result of the play is a turnover on down.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Safe completion on the screen. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Slips a tackle. Keeps looking downfield. He chucks one out to the right. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
How about the quarterback there, buying a little bit of time, a little Houdini act, breaking the tackle, breaking the sack. Maybe now you want him to get his eyes back downfield and try to make a play, but the pressure definitely sped him up and forced the incompletion.
The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level. Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Here's the give off the left side. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. He'll try to do it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Off the play fake. A little release to the back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
On fourth down, looking to pass. He's got it, and they convert. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. And the Longhorns in the hurry-up.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. They'll leave it with him. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there. As a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Got his man on the right. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
It's now 2nd and goal.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy, get him the football in space, and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Fresno State ran roughshod over the competition en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those gorgeous unis. This team is buttoned up. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
He's looking for a man on second down. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying, and the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Sending the offense back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more... take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This should be the last play of the quarter. On third down, he drops to throw. Escapes the sack. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. Because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium with it.
Power football with the run.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Keeps the legs moving. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterback sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll the dice.
Yeah, and most of the time, I'm rolling the dice. I'm going to be aggressive. And as a defense, you also know that, too. And you're ready. You're not caught off guard by offenses nowadays going forward on 4th down.
4th and 1 is one thing, but 4th and 2, sometimes the coaches sort of chicken out at the last minute. Not this time. They go for it and they get it.
I don't disagree. Just that 1 yard does make me think a little bit more. But, dude, I'm going for this. I work on this every single week in practice. I know I get the extra down now, so my 3rd down calls are even different. But 4th and 2, I like the aggressiveness to go get it.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
They'll go to the fullback. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, this defense has to know that this fullback is not just a blocker. He's a guy that can carry the football as well, and he went ahead and got that first down.
Let's go!
On the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, and you can put this game out of reach, too. You can score a touchdown. This thing's basically over. And you know, at this area of the field, it's really hard to throw the football because the windows are so small. So be the more physical team. Go ice this game.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish.
Lizzie.
From the gun, wants to pass. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Aggie! They'll line up to go for 2. Quarterback keeper. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and
Lets it fly. Makes the catch down the right side. Tackled, but he has a first down. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature.
A shot toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They'll go back to the air on second down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
the number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost in.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the fourth quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You've got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Ball in the air, intercepted. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Here comes the Texas offense. Coming after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand.
Got it.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10.
Clear. Clear.
Looking to throw it again. Unloads to the right. Got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Gaucho. Gorilla. Gorilla. Terrier. Terrier.
Snaps it in the shotgun. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. He just sets sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Firmly in control of this game, we'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David.
Going over the top. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Mano-a-mano, man. One-on-one go ball. Who's going to make a play? The defender steps up to the occasion, knocks that one away for an incompletion.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Let's go. Talk about having 1 foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They'll go to the ground. He's run out of of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your...
Lost one deep down the right side. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
And you know what? You kind of deserve that. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football all over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot, but you gave him a little bit of hope.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Throws to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Looking to move it through the air. He wants a big play here late. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. So they put themselves in position to run off the clock and win this game if they can just execute here, Jesse.
Yeah, you can't get lazy or lackadaisical either on offense here. Your sense of urgency has to be high. You've got to execute plays and force the opponent here to use their timeouts, Dave.
Execute easy plays. Run the football, make them use their last 2 timeouts, and then you don't have anything else to worry about in this football game.
Wants to fire on second down. Unleashes it. Complete downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26.
42, Spider.
He wants to throw. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down and run. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. Line getting set on second down.
325.
He's looking to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. This is a 3rd and long.
Come on, set.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. You know what's great about rivalry games?